Top 10 Introductory Psychology Books for Students. Basically, the field of psychology is a large area of social science that piques the interests of students at many colleges and universities throughout the world. In fact, psychology is a top pursued major at a large number of schools. All students who want to delve into the vast subject matter in this field must start at the beginning. Introductory psychology courses generally cover a similar curriculum of material including topics such as the historical approaches to the field, how to employ the scientific method for use in psychological research and a basic understanding of the major methods used in professional psychology. There are a great many introductory psychology books available for instructors to choose from. This list highlights the best, most widely used and most student-approved textbooks currently available. Many of these publications are subsequent editions of an ongoing series of texts, indicating that those texts have maintained a high level of success over the years. In order to be included on this list, the introductory psychology textbook must be peer-reviewed, used nationally, have received acclaim from both students and instructors and have positive reviews online. Number 10. An Introduction to the History of Psychology. Written by B. R. Hergenhan and Tracy Hanley. Year of publication, 2013. An Introduction to the History of Psychology is a non-traditional textbook co-authored by Hergenhan and Hanley. This contemporary text immediately engaged the reader by presenting the early puzzle that was addressed by Greek philosophers, dreams. Philosophers were stumped for a long period of time as to what dreams were, the purpose they served and how valuable were the contents. From this puzzle came a great number of elaborate theories, each attempting to explain human memory and perception. One theory put forth by famous philosopher Descartes explained that the brain was filled with animal spirits. The textbook continues on to cover the history of the field of psychology from its creation to more modern modes of thinking. This 7th edition of the text asserts the majority of interests among modern psychologists are expressions of themes and theories that have been a part of psychology for hundreds, possibly thousands of years. The textbook includes many photographs and academic devices, complete with a plethora of biographical information on the important figures in psychology. Students receive the balance between visual stimulation and narration to expand their understanding of each chapter. This book can be used in unison with the InfoTrack student collection. Number 9. CLEP Introductory Psychology. Written by Don J. Sharpstein. Year of publication, 2012. This introductory textbook was written with a different kind of psychology student in mind. CLEP stands for College Level Examination Program. The College Board, the group of individuals who created the AP program and the SAT program, developed this unique program to meet the needs of students who would not use the traditional college path. The CLEP program remains the most widely trusted credit by examination program for more than 40 years, accepted by 2,900 colleges and universities and administered in over 1,800 test centers. This exam is an excellent option for non-traditional students, specifically those serving in the military. The CLEP Introductory Psychology book is designed to offer students training in the area of introductory psychology. The text covers a high percentage of the topics included on the tester and was created for use with the online CLEP test preparation system. While the book was specifically designed for students who plan to take the CLEP test, it covers enough of the basic psychological topics to make it an excellent choice for any introductory psychology course. It can be used for those studying the topic on their own, as well as those engaging in a traditional introductory psychology course. This distinctive psychology textbook is an excellent option for those seeking a different kind of psychology education. Number 8. Introduction to Psychology. Written by James W. Callott. Year of publication, 2013. One of the most widely used introductory psychology textbooks is the Introduction to Psychology series, written by James Callott. In the 13th edition of this series, the text moves beyond simply covering the major theories and studies within the field of psychology. This advanced edition encourages students to question the information they are given and ask the important question, how was this conclusion reached? And does the evidence really support it? This helps students to become amateur scientists. By using this approach, students not only gather the knowledge expected at the introductory level, but they also learn to think critically and become better consumers of research. In this highly student-praised book, the author, a North Carolina State University professor, challenges students' previously held ideas about the field of psychology to allow them to evolve into more informed consumers of information throughout their college experience as well as in post-college life. Callott uses a humorous writing style and hands-on learning, try-it-yourself exercises throughout the book. By combining these teaching strategies, the textbook is able to suit the learning style needs of a wider audience of students. Students using this introductory psychology text can take advantage of the InfoTrack student collection. Number 7. Introduction to Psychology. Written by Rod Plotnick and Peg Kuumjian. Year of publication, 2013. The 10th edition of Rod Plotnick and Peg Kuumjian's Introduction to Psychology can be summed up in just one important word: interesting. When you read student reviews of the text, the word you see again and again is interesting. While many introductory psychology textbooks tend to be dry and boring, this book stands out as quite the opposite. It features a look and style that mimics a magazine or graphic novel, with visual displays and graphics. In this edition, the reader is immediately drawn, showing just how fascinating the study of psychology can be. The book uses a modular, visual approach to outline the basic tenets of the field of psychology and psychological research. The innovative visual or magazine-style approach allows for even the most challenging concepts to be viewed as both engaging and entertaining for students. The entire book has been individually planned, written, and formatted to be effective in combining the use of visual cues, which helps students to better remember the information they have read. This latest update uses the psychological concept of chunking, a method of taking a larger concept and breaking it into smaller, more easily digestible sections that allow students to learn at a pace ideal to their needs. This is one of the best introductory psychology textbooks on the list for students who traditionally struggle with learning from a textbook. The unique approach makes it easy to follow and engage in the material. Students learning from this text also have access to the InfoTrack student collection. Number 6. Introduction to Psychology, Gateways to Mind and Behavior with Concept Maps and Reviews. Written by Dennis Kuhn and John O. Mitterer. Year of publication, 2008. This vastly applauded introductory psychology textbook was co-authored by professionals who have each received a great deal of praise and rave reviews from instructors and students with each succeeding edition. They are both leaders in their field and among the best textbook authors in the world. The 12th edition of Introduction to Psychology, Gateways to Mind and Behavior with Concept Maps and Reviews has been designed to grab the attention of even the most difficult-to-reach college students. The careful design of the layout of the text is intentionally visually rich. This edition continues to use an innovative integration of the proven effective SQ4R learning system: survey, question, read, reflect, review, recite, which increases critical thinking skills, while guiding students to a greater understanding of psychology's wide-ranging concepts and multiplicity of topics. The text covers the historical beginnings of the field of psychology, in unison with a thorough discussion of the empirical scientific method. In each fascinating chapter, These active learning tools are paired with the book's example written writing style, discussions of positive psychology, pioneering coverage of the field's new research findings, and top-notch media resources. This combination allows the user to find the study of psychology interesting, relevant, and most importantly, accessible. It is an excellent text for a wide range of learning and teaching styles. Number 5. Psychology. Written by David G. Myers. Year of publication, 2011. The 10th edition of David Myers' Psychology is a leader in the field of introductory psychology. One of the highest compliments this book continuously receives from both students and professors is how engaging the material is from the very first chapter. Both the material itself, as well as the easy-to-use presentation, outlines the broad field of psychology in a very concise, appealing manner. The narrative is easy to read and concise to cater all kinds of learners. David Myers' highly regarded introductory text has reached an extremely wide audience of students and instructors with each subsequent edition. In each edition he betters the one before, with an increasing amount of commendations from professionals and students alike. Myers works closely with a team of researchers and writers, all of whom are leaders in the field, to grasp the importance of psychological research and the needs of the instructors and students. The text covers all of the pertinent historical information, outlines the scientific method as it applies to psychology and shows students the breadth of modern psychological practice. Over 10 million student class testers and thousands of adopting instructors can testify to the high quality of this book. Myers used these testers to find inherent flaws in the previous edition of the text, and he made all necessary changes. This made the text more user-friendly and much more enjoyable. In keeping with previous editions, the 10th edition of this landmark series is another robust, deeply considered revision,